I want to duck back up to Queensland now, a little further south of Cairns, I think, to Nationals MP Colin Boyce, who we've talked to before about renewable energy projects around Gladstone. Colin, I wanted to touch base with you because climate energy is clear is going to be front and centre at the next election campaign. We're going to have competing plans, and Prime Minister Anthony Albanese was out there with all the fear-mongering and alarmism today. Are the coalition intent on ruining Australia's climate and delivering more natural disasters?
There's no evidence that there are more natural disasters. I mean, if people want to take the time to read the latest IPCC report, it clearly says there is absolutely no evidence of these outrageous statements made by the climate zealots. What we're talking about here is developing a better energy policy, and particularly for places like Central Queensland. It is quite clear, abundantly clear, that solar panels, wind turbines, batteries and so forth cannot supply enough reliable power to keep industries like the alumina industry going. So people are going to have to sit down and understand this. Do you want to have a manufacturing and heavy industry base in Australia, or do you not? And that is the reality of the situation that we're in right now.
Yeah, I think that's very important, but they need to ask the question also, do they want to have affordable, reliable power at their homes? Because we won't have that either. You're getting to this point of the fact that the renewables plus storage model just cannot work. It's not worked anywhere, yet they're pretending it does work. I know you've been involved in a program for the ABC Four Corners, looking at some of the battles to put in wind farms around the country, some of the battles with environmentalists and landholders. Is there any suggestion you got from talking to the ABC that they're starting to wake up to all the environmental problems and engineering problems of the renewables model?
No, well, the ABC and particularly Four Corners is nothing more than a cheer squad for extreme left politics. I'm a climate change denier. That's what they say. They will not play the ball. They always play the man. I'll put it on the record. I believe in climate change. The climate is changing, and it has changed for billions of years, and it will continue to change.
The big question, though, is I think there's a lot of denial of engineering and reality and economics here. The question is, the whole world would embrace renewables if it could work, but it's not worked anywhere, a renewables plus storage model. Why won't people face those facts?
Well, that's what we're trying to do in terms of the coalition policy, in terms of energy. We are trying to develop a nuclear option. If you have a look around the world, this path to net zero by 2050 must contain a nuclear option, and that is what is happening around the world. In many economies around the world, particularly Germany and places like that, you see that they simply cannot rely on solar panels, wind turbines and batteries. It is just so unreliable. It will not allow for industry to exist in its current form. Here in Australia, particularly at Gladstone, in the electorate of Flynn, which I represent, heavy industry, the alumina sector, the cement sector, the gas industry, the coal industry and so forth. How are you going to keep the electric trains going? How are you going to keep drag lines going?
Doesn't add up. Doesn't add up, Colin. Thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate your input. Colin Boyce there, Nationals